What up? What up? Late Night Live. I believe this is episode 32. And hey, we got the whole gang with us tonight. I got to start with the man who dealt with death and he's back. I don't know. He's back from the dead.
Pretty close, yeah. It was touch and go there for a while.
Oh, and I got some sound bites for you. Have you heard this one?
I'm sure you do.
Fully functional.
Heard that one?
Yeah, that's Star Trek. That's good.
What's the matter with you?
Kidney dialysis.
Dialysis? My God, what is this, the Dark Ages? Here. You swallow that. And if you have any problems, just call me.
That's what happened, man. You're back.
Happened. My procedure was a little bit more lengthy than that, but yeah.
We're really glad you're back. We're really glad you're back.
Thanks.
We missed you. So
good to be back. Don't expect fireworks. I'm still a little hazy from all the meds, but yeah, it's good to be back.
Who else we got on this stream tonight? Who else do I see over here? Dathan, 8-Bit Gaming Legend. Is that you, sir?
No, in the flesh. Back home.
What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Just this has been a very long week, and I'm ready for it to be over. So, yeah.
Cool. That's almost over.
Yes.
Travis, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Just
Excellent.
brushing up on my Nintendo World Champion, trying to get S on that Mario Tour. Not happening.
I think the competition is raised now that Erick's here. So, yeah, we're going to have to really put in the time now. Erick's going to beat us pretty good.
I would like to add Joy-Cons only. Joy-Cons only.
That's all I'm using. That's it.
That's all I'm using too.
That takes skill.
Or obstinance, laziness.
Yeah, laziness.
I have a controller. I just don't know where it is right now.
And then who else is down there in the corner? Did you get a haircut?
I did. And I also had my beard trimmed. I've lost 2 inches off of it.
Wow.
So I went and found a barber, had him give me a haircut, and And then, of course, I was like, never again. Because I was like, I don't want you to shave at all. And he just kind of went nuts on it. And then he
I
was
do
like,
hair.
that's a crispy haircut. And I was like, what?
Chris, you must have lent him your collection.
We can get into our VHS porno collection, you know.
Maybe
We can
not.
get into our VHS
Yeah,
porno
right.
collection, you know.
I watched that episode too with regrets.
Well, we can get into our VHS porno collection, you know. Is that all this is going to be tonight? Is that
Yeah, I figured out how to record your voice. So
oh, okay.
yeah. So mind your P's and Q's.
I regret everything in life now. We can get into our VHS porno collection, you know.
All right. We got a good show for you tonight, guys. Let's see. Got some announcements about PAX. We definitely got to go over. There was some video about the new Legend of Zelda game I want to show. The theme of tonight's show, Volgarr the Viking 2. I want to show the footage of that game and my thoughts on it. There was a controversy with the Astrobot controller that Adam on Twitter wants me to go over, so we're going to go over that. Stuff that was announced at QuakeCon. The Borderlands movie stuff, maybe, because Chris is into that, apparently, with his...
We can get into our VHS porno collection, you know.
With that, there are some news about Star Wars Outlaws that I'm not too thrilled about, and maybe some other stuff. So you guys are cool with that? Did you guys play any video games last week? Who should we start with? Eric?
I played one video game last week.
Darkest Dungeon.
No, not Darkest Dungeon. I've been on S World Championships. I was playing during recovery. I was playing a lot of Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, and I'm at the part where you quit. I think the casino sky level.
Right. Yeah, that's where I need to start back up. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet, but that's like the next place to go to. It's a real nice game to play when you're baked out of your mind on a ton of pain medication. So
yeah,
it was a good pick. But for the past week, I've mostly been on NES World Championship.
Cool.
Which you all know because I've been sending you updates and subtly rubbing it in your faces.
Yeah, no, awesome. So you completely S-ranked all the original Metroid game, right? And
Metroid, Zelda, Balloon Fight, and Donkey Kong.
Nice. You're doing good.
Doing all right.
I think the thing with that game, like, I think if we could combine all our skills, we could really get S rank on every game. Like, sure. I think I'm better at the Mario games than maybe you are. Yeah. So, and you're definitely better at the Zelda games than me, I think. So.
And Dathan looks better at Kid Icarus than I am. I'm garbage at that game too. So.
Dathan, did you play any video games last week?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm distracted right now.
Don't look at the porno collection, please.
Nintendo World Championships and some more Sea of Stars. I did dabble in some Doom 1 and 2.
Nice. Yeah, me too.
I did not get to do college football just yet because I want to actually play it. I don't want to, throw it off for 10 minutes and stop. So I'll hit that up this weekend. Check out the new uniforms. And I think that was about it for the most part. A lot of NWC, just playing the same thing over and over again, getting frustrated. And that's about it. So it was a good week of gaming. Good week.
Yeah, good. What's up, Biggie D? How you doing, sir? Travis, did you play any games last week?
Yeah, Nintendo World Champion and Hogwarts Legacy. I picked that back up. And I don't think I'm as far along as I thought I was, so that's kind of disappointing.
Oh.
I'm kind of ready to be done with the game, and especially now that there was I realized that God of War 2 comes out to PC here in a couple weeks. So yeah.
Do you have an ultra wide? Do you have an ultra wide monitor? Because I see it has ultra wide monitor support. That looks so cool.
Not ultra wide, but the standard, widescreen monitor that a gaming laptop has. Yeah,
it'll still look really good.
I'm hoping, yeah. But yeah, I just realized that was there, and then I saw announcements. Well, I mean, I guess I'm spoiling news, but I saw announcements that they're remaking Max Payne 1 and 2, and that's on its way. So hopefully those will be quick out the door as well, and then I'll jump into those. So I need to get it on. I need to get on with Hogwarts Legacy, getting through that one so that I can move on to other things.
What's going on? Andy's Game Room. Galaga Guy 88 is also in the house. Biggie D is playing Link's Awakening 1. Nice. And then my bro Chris, what did you play last week?
Nintendo World Championship. Dabbled in some more Elden Ring. Moons of Madness, game I have on Steam. I've had it for years. Never played it, but gave that one a try. So, but primarily I'd been losing my mind watching the Twilight movies. So that's been an experience.
You've watched more than one movie so far?
I've seen the first two.
And,
somehow last night I managed to go to a movie that was worse than either one of those. We can get into our VHS porno collection,
Which one was worse than those?
Cuckoo.
Oh, was it bad?
Really?
Oh, it was a movie that tried to make everything be beyond the surface level.
Sure.
Like the title of the film is literally the movie.
Yeah.
And it was dull.
I thought it was getting great reviews. Am I wrong?
It is getting great reviews. It
might be, but I was just bored to tears. Nothing about it was like entertaining to watch.
Huh.
I mean, to be fair, 2001: A Space Odyssey got great reviews too, and that was a hunk of garbage.
I smell bait when I see it. I don't need to. Yeah. All
right. But yeah, no. And Neon Pictures is one of those groups that they put out some good movies and then they put out some bad movies. Like Parasite's a great movie that they put out.
Okay, let me chum the waters here for a second. I thought Parasite was wildly overrated. Come at me, bro. Yeah. Anyway, but I saw that you posted a new Indica video too. Were you playing that this week, or was that from?
Yep, I actually finished that one today.
Oh, great.
I
mean, I'm not watching any of them because I want to play it, but I'm excited that you finished it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Parasite, but was the first hour and a half of it just some stupid moron jumping around in space to overrated classical music? I mean, because if it's that bad,
no, that sounds intriguing. I'd watch that many times over and over
again. Yeah, Alikrian's here. Cuckoo was bad. Great for those folks who thought Babadook was good.
I tried watching Babadook, but I couldn't get past the kid.
The first half of Babadook I thought was good, and then it got a little derivative after the first half. But I liked the first half of that film. Then it turned poor.
Did we get the Astrobot controller? I tried. Nope, you didn't get it.
No,
it's not available for pre-order.
Yeah, well, it's sold out now.
Like every place I went to is like, yeah, we'll notify you when it's available.
Did you not get my text this morning at 7 a.m.?
I got your text.
I saw it.
But
we can get into that right now. So let's see. I know Adam on Twitter wants me to go over it.
My goodness. So there's waiting rooms for PS controllers. Is that new, or has that been a thing and I just didn't know?
This is the first one they've had since the Spider-Man controller. And I first clicked the link in Twitter or X or whatever it's called as soon as I saw it go live, and I think was it you, Dathan, or some maybe it was Adam who was telling me you tried putting in your credit card number and it wouldn't let you do it. So like I backed out and I'm just on my phone at work, and I started I popped open Safari and I started doing it, and then I got in and I'm like,
it's content for my channel, Galaga Guy. That's why I'm watching Twilight.
Yeah, well, we're sure it's yeah, we'll call it that.
We can get into our VHS porno collection, you know.
So yeah, it's he's into some weird stuff, Gallagher guy. Anyway, but I got one, so thankfully, sound like Adam on Twitter. He signed up for a GameStop Pro membership to be able to buy it, and I feel bad for him because I don't know how much that costs a month, but it eventually came out on Target, Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, but it looks like now they're all gone. So I gotta believe they'll have some again on launch day if you guys really want one. Yeah, it's like getting Taylor Swift tickets. Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of scalpers and we start seeing a bunch of these controllers showing up on eBay.
Sure.
Just like the popcorn buckets.
Well, speaking of, are you going to go get the Beetlejuice popcorn bucket? That I saw announced as well.
Oh yeah, the sandworm.
I don't know.
It looks cool.
Yeah,
I think so.
It's a cool design.
I think Ryan really wants that alien bucket there.
Yeah, I got my new poster, so definitely. Although the one at Regal Cinemas looks kind of phallic, a little bit, just a little bit. I don't know if you saw that picture. Just be careful what angle you look at this thing. So, but I'm gonna try to get it. So anyway, want to talk about PAX? So I did get my ticket. Should rub that in Dathan's face. He's not even looking. Dathan.
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Oh, he's mad. No, Dathan sent me this on Thursday. Hell yeah! Look who was announced. Nintendo. Nintendo is gonna be there. Heck yeah, bro. So will they announce the Switch 2 by then? That is the question. So they'll definitely be showing, like I think Dathan, you said it earlier, they're gonna show footage of the new Zelda game there for sure.
Yeah, they will. They'll have a thing where they'll send out you got to sign up to get a time slot to go play it.
Yeah.
You can do like the 20-minute demo like you did with Link's Awakening back in 2019, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll be a thing.
Yeah, Biggie D, you want to get your ticket to Seattle, bro. Come out here. Boom, exactly. So tickets are still available to this thing if anyone else wants to go, and I'm going to be there on Saturday, so for sure. So, and they also said that they haven't announced all the vendors yet, so there might be more additional people coming. So, and another one that I want to see for sure is Capcom. I betcha they're going to show the Marvel vs. Capcom collection live. That's my prediction right now. And we can also see if Arcade 1-Up will be at the Atari booth again, or maybe they won't even be there. It'll be interesting. Maybe they'll debut that claw machine that's been rumored about. I don't know if you guys saw that. We won't get into that, but the new Zelda game, I'll go into that real quick. Yeah, I'll mute the audio. So they showed off Nintendo showed off some footage here. Yeah, skip ahead. The Gerudo Desert, isn't that in the last Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom?
It's in all those Zelda games.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in all of them.
It's the Gerudo Valley is what it is.
They had Bandai Namco was there last year for Tekken. It came out before they announced it, so they showed it off there. So yeah, they might have it again. But this game looks really colorful and neat, and looks like you'll be able to do a lot of fun stuff. Those characters look they're right out of Tears of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The Elden Volcano. Looks like there's some little village. Oh, those big guys. Those guys are definitely in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, the Gorons.
The Gorons. Okay. I don't know my Zelda
they go
lore.
back to Ocarina of Time.
Okay. Cool. The wetlands. I can skip ahead here. So Dathan's definitely picking this up. Are you? Anyone else gonna pick this up? Are you guys gonna?
I already pre-ordered it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The menus look very similar to Tears of the Kingdom. The Alikrian says the link ability is overpowered. Zelda is rightfully cheap already. Haha, I love it. The water looks good. Yeah, if you can do good water in a video game, it really makes the graphics look really nice. And there's going to be a lot of puzzles. Those guys that do those Zelda games, they love their puzzles. Day one buy for Biggie D.
Yep.
I buy every Zelda game day one. Take that, 8-bit gaming legend.
I mean, so do I. So, is Biggie D buying the Switch Lite limited edition version?
Oh, I don't know. Better throw the gauntlet down here.
The gauntlet's over there if you wanted to see. Boom shakalaka!
Signed by almost all the Avengers.
Yeah, that one, and then the real one's over there too.
Along with Captain America's shield and Thor's hammer. Yeah, love me some puzzles. All right, moving on. I wanted to talk. I'll mute here. Volgarr 2. So Digital Eclipse came out with this game this week. Apparently, Dathan had already played the first one. You didn't like it, but I gave the second one a shot on Wednesday night when it came out, and I hated it at first, but I started playing it, and I got to the second level. I started liking it. Once you become overpowered a little bit, the enemies become a little easier to defeat. And those guys at Digital Eclipse, like, they love retro games.
Mm-hmm.
And
it definitely has a little bit of a ActRaiser feel to it.
Yeah. And like Golden Axe or something else. There's another game in there that I'm getting a strong vibe from, but I can't remember the name of.
Raceland? Or Wrestland?
Maybe that's it, yeah.
I was thinking like Gauntlet.
No.
Elf doesn't need food.
Elf use keys to open doors and chests. No, this is more side-scrolly and Gauntlet's too top-down for
it's kind of, it almost looks like a little bit of a Sega Genesis game in a sense, somewhat.
Yeah. Like almost Altered Beasts style, but not quite.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's only $20 on like the eShop and stuff. So maybe it'll go on Game Pass eventually, and guys can check it out then. But yeah, for the most part, I need to play more of it, but I've liked it so far. So again, I really respect everything those guys at Digital Eclipse do. They've done a lot of produced a lot of good games in the last couple of years. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the collection they did, and they did the Atari 50th collection, and a number of other ones. So yeah, That's kind of my game of the week. QuakeCon. So did any of you guys play Doom plus Doom 2? So it's a new version of Doom. Dathan?
What's new?
Yeah, I played. I just played 1 and 2 for a little bit. I did a little bit of the multiplayer, which is pretty crazy. You can do up to 16 people in a co-op, which is pretty cool. I think the most I was able to do, I think, was 6 or 7.
Yeah,
but it's pretty fun.
It's got some brand new levels on the bottom, Eric, like Legacy of Rust. Completely brand new. I was gonna show a video for Doom, but like I'm worried that they're gonna do something to the channel. So like, I'm trying not to violate YouTube community guidelines. And and you're spoiling my stuff here, Biggie D. We could talk about that too. So
nice.
This is the crazy thing they announced. A Super Nintendo version. Well, I guess there was already a Doom on Super Nintendo, but the limitations of the time, they had to omit a lot of stuff out of it. And this is the complete version, and it's going to be on Super Nintendo. They figured out a way to interface with the old VFX chip or whatever chip that was on the Super Nintendo carts. And they figured it out how to port this sucker on there. So releasing in 2025, which means you won't get it till 2026. But yeah, I'm intrigued. So yeah, maybe we'll see. I would maybe just consider buying just the game. I don't want the poster or anything. We don't need a gunmetal colored cart. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's the cart. If that's the functioning cart, I'd be interested in it. Yeah, I just want the cart.
I don't know. I think that poster is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I still have my Doom collection on Switch from Limited Run. I bought the collector's edition. I haven't even opened it. So, and I think that already comes with the poster.
I think I bought Doom for $2 on Switch.
Yeah, it's really cheap. And that new game, it's also on Game Pass. If you guys have Game Pass, just go download it. I think they're charging like $7 or $8 if you want to buy it. If you already owned the game, you'll get a free upgrade. Yes, the Super Nintendo can do more than we think. Yeah. Isn't that cool? They can go back and just reorder things like that. That's awesome. I don't know if it has they don't have, I don't think they have Nintendo's blessing, but
who needs it when you've got Bethesda's blessing?
Exactly. Moving on to gaming. Star Wars Outlaws
Story pack?
Season Pass roadmap. We had talked, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? We were showing off, there was brand new footage, and I was thinking like, yeah, the game looks pretty good now. It looks like Red Dead Redemption. But then they dropped this shit. And like I'm back, it's back in the doghouse with me. Like they're gonna do a season pass roadmap. Who asked for this?
The shareholders.
Yeah.
Well, it's Ubisoft, so that's what you get, right?
What a joke. This makes me not want to play it.
They want you to know that they're going to release some DLC for it.
Well, they can do that, but it's going to be stuff. Yeah, the exclusive mission, that's you're going to have to pay to do that. The story pack 1, story pack 2, cosmetic, like no.
I mean, I put part of the blame on us as consumers, dating back to when we pre-ordered games unnecessarily from places like GameStop and EB.
Yeah.
When for games that weren't even going to be out for 3 months, we knew hardly anything about. And it was like, okay, here's my $50 just so I can get this day one, even though I could have gotten it day one anyway, regardless. Like that showed companies like, hey, just start advanced charging for everything and put things out and hold it back. Like it, I don't know. I feel like it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't like it, but I also feel like partly to blame myself for kind of feeding into it just out of the excitement of, oh, I'm going to get something day one, even though I could have anyway.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Mm-hmm. What about Baldur's Gate 3?
I'm just saying that was game of the year many times over.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you paid one-time fee. You got everything. You played the game.
Right. Yeah.
Support that game. Support.
Well, I think everybody did.
That make that game. Yeah.
I don't think you can find somebody who hasn't bought Baldur's Gate 3.
I bought it,
which is good.
Haven't played it yet.
Right? Yeah. No. I didn't say you found people.
And I want to say too,
everybody bought it. Yeah.
The game, if you want a physical copy of that, it looks like it's back up on Larian's website. If anyone's still interested in getting a physical copy, so check it out. Alikrian says Ubisoft is incapable of making a standalone experience now.
Yeah,
also, they can't even answer their shareholders. See last month's fiscal call for them during meetings, so I don't think they are asking for it.
Yeah, they just do it.
Yep. Video. I thought that's all right. And then this is for Chris. You'd been pumping up this movie for me for a while now.
Is anybody surprised? Anyone here surprised by that?
I'm not surprised by it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a movie that was announced back in 2020. It was supposed to come out in 2021 and got pushed back. And they've done reshoots after reshoots. And who was it? One of the cast members had sent a message to Jack Black. They're like, "Why did you leave us in this hell?" And people at the time were like, "Well, it's because he's doing the voice acting, so he's not on set." And it was probably the reshoots. And now a lot of people are like, "Well, maybe they were just like the entire experience was terrible." But knowing it's directed by Eli Roth, PG-13, and most of the stuff the guy does is R-rated films. Yeah, I don't know. And you've got Josh Hart playing a character who in the first Borderlands game was like over 6 feet tall, and he's the shortest cast member out of all the characters. I mean,
I'm sure I'm forgetting one, but aside from Mortal Kombat with the beautiful Bridget Nelson, what video game movie has been good?
Well, I mean,
Fallout the show's good.
Most recent,
not show.
Most recent movies, video game based ones, Sonic Hedgehog were actually pretty decent.
Is that right?
Mario
that
movie
one was good.
Yeah, that one was actually
like
pretty
Mario.
good.
Yeah.
The Mario
Which one
Brothers
is that?
movie.
You mean the one with John Leguizamo back in the 90s?
No, it's the
God bless you.
cartoon, the animated one.
My
that
kids.
Illumination did. The new Mortal Kombat movie that they'd made here a few years ago wasn't too bad. But it was really more the guy they had playing Scorpion in that one. He did a really good job. But yeah, I mean, I think video game movies in general, like, they just forget that some of these lend themselves to more of a TV show approach than a movie. Like Borderlands itself seems like it would have been better as a TV show than a movie. So
Well, it was a trick question. The correct answer is Jean-Claude Van Damme's Street Fighter.
Right, of course.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry,
exactly.
guys, you failed.
Well, that's more because of Raul Julia.
Strong cast all around.
His last and
he
final
made
and
the movie.
best performance.
Yeah.
No, I shared a link to that movie on Tuesday because of that whole scene about he talks about Tuesday, but it was free or something, and you guys like, oh, the only reason to watch it is Raul Julia, and like, no, Jean-Claude Van Damme has some good scenes in there too. So
I think Kylie Minogue's compelling.
Yeah.
The cartoon ones I don't count because they're I guess I was talking more like live action. When has that ever been actually successful?
Well, that's the Sonic the Hedgehog ones are live action.
They are.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too, if you go back and watch like some of the early video footage they put out for Sonic the Hedgehog, the fans were literally upset at like the design of Sonic.
Oh, that's right. This was the Jim Carrey one, right?
Yeah, and the studio actually listened to the fans and redesigned Sonic, and I think it benefited from it. They're not like the best movies ever, but for what Sonic is, they're actually really entertaining, I think.
For the source material, right? Okay, that's fair. I completely just I pawned it off because it looked ridiculous, to be honest. Like you know what I mean? It just didn't look like something that was legit. But if it's entertaining and if it's good for family, because that's what it would be, right? Then who am I to say? You know.
No,
I think for the most part, the TV shows are where it's at, excluding like Halo.
But they've got Master Cheeks.
You guys forgot about Doom. That's the best video game movie that's ever come out.
You mean the one with the Rock?
They made one?
Yeah.
Oh, where's this been in my life?
Well, they actually made two.
Really?
There was
oh my gosh, I remember the video box now.
Doom Annihilation, which was like a straight to DVD just garbage. But I remember the Doom movie with Carl Urban and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That was.
I know that there was supposed to be like the Resident Evil. Was it Resident Evil that they made?
Yes.
Into like an odd movie, like it wasn't a good retelling of the game, right? Like it was kind of odd, wasn't it? Like it, you know what I mean by that.
So they did the Paul Anderson Resident Evil movies with Mila Jovovich, which were kind of like the first one wanted to follow the first game, and then it went off into its own thing, and then they did a remake which was supposed to be a combination of Resident Evil 1 and 2, and it was like a lower budget movie. And I think the problem is they're focusing more on the action with those than they were the horror element, and so they just they don't seem to work as well. Is this your play of?
Yeah, I wanted to show Alikrian. I think I beat his time.
You changed your name to Nebula?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So take that, Alikrian.
I actually watched a video earlier that was a professional speedrunner, and he beat us in 4:48.
Bonkers.
But he was trying to show like all the cheats that you could do, and he's like, "Oh, they've locked this one." Like there are a ton of them.
Oh, really? They're locked out.
Yeah. So for the speedrunner community, the guy was like trying to do some of these moves that it was just like, I'm like, how do you do that? And so then kept rewinding them.
So then that kind of begs to wonder: did they accidentally leave the Donkey Kong one in? Like, did Nintendo not know about that cheat?
I'm sure they know about it. It's just do they care? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was another one that he was doing that was actually faster than that Donkey Kong one with the hidden ladder that you go up.
Yeah.
Where there's actually a ladder. There's like a hidden ladder that you go down and it takes you all the way to the top. But they knew about that one, so they locked that one out on him.
There must be a trick to that ladder because I tried it. I could not get it to work.
Yeah,
you can't get it.
No, have you tried it?
No, I'm not even. I
can't get it to work. If you guys can get it to work, let me know. But yeah, maybe I'm doing something wrong. It looked like he kind of went forward and then he went back and forward. Then he grabs it and goes up.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say too, I went to the arcade in Salem last weekend, and they have Super Mario Brothers there versus Super Mario Brothers. I was like, oh, I can beat this game in 7 minutes now. Let's see how we do. Sure enough, you get to level 4-2 and you go down the pipe. I totally forgot. There were jerks back in the day. You don't go to 8-1 when you go down that pipe, or you can go to 6, 7, or 8. You go right to 6. So there is no skipping to 8 in the arcade version.
Okay.
I was like, and a lot of the stuff, like some of the bricks are in different spots, and there's more enemies. So it's almost akin to the Lost Levels version. So they wanted your quarters in the arcade. It makes sense. So I get it. But let's see. He's on the way here. He's gonna beat it in less than a minute now.
I'm so bad at this, I can't even finish this.
Really?
Yeah. I got to 8-4 and I just kept looping.
Oh, you just gotta make sure you go down the right pipe and stuff.
And so I timed out because I couldn't beat it.
I like how he did it right there. Like he didn't even use the block to go up. He just jumped right up. It was almost like a glitch, kind of hitting the side of the pipe, and you can jump up.
So I encountered one of those for Metroid, which is the morph ball jump. You can jump in midair if you come out of morph ball. And then press jump. You can do you can do a jump from morph ball in the middle of the air. So sometimes that can help you.
I don't know if there's any these you guys want to see. You guys want to see him beat the guy in Zelda real quick? He just takes him out and 3.8.
Yeah, I saw this one and I was like, yeah, he used the fireball to push him up faster.
I don't think he got hit once. Maybe
he got hit once. Yeah.
The mushroom in Super Mario Brothers 3. This is a good one. Done. Here's where I'm at on the Metroid ones. Let's see. Okay. I'm just missing 3 of them.
So the Ridley one, the trick there is when you get to Ridley, you shoot him, and when he jumps, you just aim up and shoot, and you'll hit him. That's the part that I was missing.
Oh, really?
And then so that shaves off time.
I really hate this opening part. It feels like when you're doing the jumping, you never go far enough.
Sure, it's not awesome, but my times were good enough there. It's just when I got to Ridley, that's when things slowed down for me. Yeah, when he jumps up, just aim up.
Oh, just aim up. Mm-hmm. I started jumping with him.
Right. That's how I did. I did the first few times, and I was like, "This ain't working."
Okay. All right, I'll have to try that. If there's anything else. I did. You got an S on the end of end of Zelda.
Yeah.
Oops, I don't want to do it.
What's my time?
This one, I just need to practice. Like, I'm not I didn't even own this version of Zelda when I was a kid.
Sure.
How long does it even take to get to the last level in the game?
I did that in 133.95.
Oh, okay. So I just need to shave about 20 seconds. If you can do it, I can do it.
Sure.
Probably the key is like killing all these.
You don't have to get the treasure in this one. You can skip it.
You can't skip this one. You need that key.
Well, no, like not the treasure, but the power up. I think is it the bow in this one?
Yeah, you don't need that.
You don't need the bow in this. You can just go straight to the boss.
Yeah.
I don't think I got the bow.
Yeah, don't.
Where is the bow?
To your left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't need to get any of this extra stuff. You can just go.
Yeah, don't get the map.
You need the key right up here.
Yeah, you need the key to go up.
Another thing I discovered is you don't need to kill them to get the key. You can walk through them and grab the key.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't always work, but when it works, yeah.
I want to have as much life as I can when I go against the dragon here, though.
I don't think it really matters, because you only get hit once if you do it right at most, and then you know,
I wasted some time there.
He only gets that first shot off if you're positioned just right.
I think I can beat him. I can beat him pretty quick. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So for that first room, that first skeleton room where there's a key in the skeleton, you could just walk right into him. You'll pick up the key and lose half a heart.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot of ones I need to do better at. Like what's the key for this one?
I don't even remember that one.
That's the one I was stuck on today, yeah.
Look at that. So I don't know how you beat that.
That didn't even give you an S? I thought that's why you had to do an S.
I have 298 and that's an S. So I think 3 is the cutoff.
So I need to shave 1/10 of a second somehow.
I guess not. You probably have to.
Your problem was right from the beginning. So play it one more time.
So
right where that first spider jumps, you need to be up just a little bit more.
Just a hair.
That you can go up. Right where he jumps over from your bottom right to your upper left.
So I need to take a harder right up here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, right where you kind of.
So that you don't have to waste those milliseconds going forward, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right, you guys are the experts.
That's what I was trying to do today, but I kept misplacing the bomb.
Someone set us up the bomb.
Uh-huh. It happens.
Oh, and then what's the key? What's your key for doing this thing?
I told you I got this one on like the 3rd try. For me, this was super easy.
Well, I dropped right there, obviously. Oh, I dropped again.
Oh, I see what you do. Go back. Okay, when you from that ledge on the right, you can just jump up 2. You don't have to jump up 1. You can just make that.
You can make that in 1?
You can make that in 1. So
really?
So when you jump to that one, jump up twice.
Oh, I see.
Skip that one. Just skip that one entirely. And then get to that second one.
All right, I need to jump higher.
Yep. Because you have the super boots by that point, or whatever they're called.
Okay.
So your jump height is as high as it gets.
Gotcha. Okay. Get out of that. I have beaten. Oh, I did get an S on this one.
Nice.
Oh, I know. We wanted to look at the level right. This one. What was your time, Dathan?
596.
I beat you. Good.
593.
You're a 593. Oh, you gotta. Who would have thought like this would have been a speed run for us like 30 years later?
Yeah, seriously.
You have just a millisecond to not land on top of the tree to cut over to get on top of the door.
Yeah. It's so good.
So stupid. I hate this one. I don't like it. I'll play the Kid Icarus ones all day, but this one is just...
Oh, man, Kid Icarus kills me.
I need to do more of the
I
Kid
suck so
Icarus
bad at
ones.
it.
Where are those at? Oh, right here.
And Excite Bike. I feel I'm awful at Excite Bike.
Oh, yeah, I am too. I've only done 2 of them.
I can't ask any of those.
There's a Zelda 2 one that I'm struggling with. It's where you got to fight one of the blue knights that throws the swords. I'm struggling with that one right now.
I'm not there yet.
I
haven't even tried them.
I got an A plus. I can't get an A. I can't get an S on it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the best I got on the door-to-door was 605, so not even close.
And Eric, U.S. Donkey Kong, all of them?
Yeah, that one was pretty easy, I thought.
Yeah, this one, I think I have S's on all these. These aren't too bad at all.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, you basically have done. If you get an S on everything before this, you asked this essentially.
We need to figure out how to get on those secret ladders, and I could really get the S easy.
There. Yeah, you just have to remember what you did before and do that again, and then you'll be fine.
All right. I got an S on that one. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Close that out if I can. Maybe. Don't pay attention to me right now. Oh, there we go. Got it. And we're going full screen on Dathan. He wasn't paying attention.
No, I was not.
So, yeah. Is anyone still in the chat? You guys went silent on us.
They got tired of our NES World Champion times.
Chris, anything to add?
We can get into our VHS porno collection,
Well, there is the Max Payne 1 and 2 remake that are being redone by the original developers, Remedy Entertainment.
For what platforms?
Because
that was PC original, right?
PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X
was original, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like, based on Remedy's website, that they're going to remake them as a single title.
Oh, cool.
So,
well, and they announced Control 2 as well.
Yeah,
which is cool. That game was awesome.
I don't think I played that one.
Awesome game. The best part about it was it had a lot of DLC, so if you beat it, you could just keep adding on to it.
And every season they charge you extra for the new missions.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, Eric. You're going to love it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a game that just keeps on giving, as long as you do. No, actually, I don't remember if it had any DLC, because I think I bought the collector's edition straight up. I was a little late to the party on that one. But I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was great. As a matter of fact, it was one of the best graphical games, like games graphics-wise, impressive-wise, that I've seen in a while. Like,
Chris,
yeah.
Chris, did they just announce a new Tron movie?
Tron 3 has been announced for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Tron Ares?
Yeah, this is known.
Well, this is known?
This is known.
I didn't know about it.
No,
Nice.
I mean they announced a bunch of stuff at D23 today.
Well, yeah,
So
I think
the nerds are complaining that none of like the original cast is going to show up in Tron 3, and even some of the villains that they had for Tron 2 set up are being recast. So
interesting.
yeah, people are worried based on that.
Likrin says, and they started production on those because Control 2 is at a ready state, so QA and final stretch stages.
Mm-hmm. Now, for somebody who is sitting here talking about how awesome Control was and how I can't wait for Max Payne 1 and 2, that reminds me I did buy Alan Wake 2, and I haven't done so much as just open it up and see the intro and quit.
I heard it's great.
Yeah, I know. I need to go back and play that one, yeah.
Why is the physical copy for that $80?
Of which one?
Of Alan Wake 2.
Because it includes the DLC with it.
I don't know. I just hate that $80 is a lot for a game.
Yeah.
It's also a lot for an Astrobot controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's sold out.
I agree.
It's sold out. I think it looks nice.
Sure, it looks nice, but you already have it.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
Yeah. It's going to be good. I think it's going to look nice, dude. Did you get one? You did get one.
Yeah, it was the peer pressure, a-hole. That's what You're sending me Shia LaBeouf going, just do it. I was like, oh, fine.
Well, Shia told me.
Untethered and my rage knows no bounds.
I might have to clip that. That's a good one from you. When your stock is 12.5, it's pretty easy to say sold out. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think they sold quite a bit on there.
Maybe even 24.
Yeah. A baker's dozen.
No, but I got it from, because they went on sale at 7:00. I think I ended up buying it, I think around 10 on Amazon.
Yeah.
10 or 10:30. So it was on there for a while. It just hit other retailers later than PlayStation Direct.
Yeah. So I love those kind of controllers when it's specific to a game. So I know they just did one for that other loot shooter, Chris, that you're into. What is that one? The one that came out that they're beta testing right now. Maybe it is out.
Oh, you're talking about Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one that
they'll sell more controllers than they will copies of the game.
They probably will.
But I gotta think when they do the Wolverine game, they gotta do a Wolverine PS5 controller, right? They gotta do that. They might as well do a Venom controller for the Venom game. And I'm trying to think what else other things Sony's working on. I wonder. I do have the God of War controller somewhere in my attic too.
I think Xbox did a much better job. Xbox, because they started out with the Gears of War 3 Elite controller that came out, and that had like engravings and stuff like that on it. And then they did the Sea of Thieves controller that was the Coral Reef.
I want that one. Have you seen how much it's going for on eBay? It's ridiculous.
It is. I mean, I can just look over there on the shelf and see it. It's just
oh my God, you have one?
I do.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds.
But yeah, I think Xbox did. They're the ones that so they haven't done a whole lot since then. Now they just do color variants of different ones, which is okay.
Maybe I should.
Aren't they doing the clear plastic colored ones controllers coming out soon? That reminded me of like the days when Xbox was getting kind of long in the tooth, and they released those clear plastic Xboxes like Toys R Us. So you could pick them up, and they were blue and green and yellow or orange or whatever. Am I hallucinating that?
Yes, I think that was Nintendo 64.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't remember there being a blue. They had a see-through Xbox, I think.
Keyboard Chris.
And then they had a Mountain Dew, like a Mountain Dew version. and a developers one,
Uh-huh.
a Halo one. I don't like the see-through ones. That was Nintendo 64.
Maybe it was 64 I'm thinking of, yeah.
And they each had their own controller.
Anyway, yeah, it gave me that vibe.
I may have ordered that see-through blue controller too, so don't tell the wife.
And no, Xbox 360 had a see-through blue too. And so did the original Xbox. There was the transparent blue original.
I don't remember what the Xbox 360 one looked like.
I'm seeing like
I have to believe this Xbox 360 one they're showing is actually
I like this one.
It's something somebody modded because it's got LED lights on it.
Sure. This is before that.
But I do remember the Halo Xbox, the transparent green one.
Yeah, that's the one I would think of. Yeah, okay.
I never saw the blue. The blue one was a Call of Duty bundle pack. I never saw that one. Interesting.
Don't install Call of Duty in your system; it will suck up all your memory and hard drive space.
Yeah, what's the size of that new one? It's something crazy. It's over it's over a gig.
It's like 350 gigs now.
So, Eric, do you want to go over like what? I just kind of want to hear you talk about, if you're willing, what it's been like last month and a half or 2 months.
I don't mind talking about it.
I think it's fascinating.
Sure.
You're feeling better. You look good.
Yeah. I'm feeling as good as I've felt since the surgery.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know where to start. What do you want to know? Like, I'm sure you guys have questions, and I'm happy to answer them.
We were worried you're gonna die or something. So
it was touch and go there for a while. So I had a complication called TMA, which is thrombotic microangiopathy or something like that, which just means that the donor kidney got irritated by my immune system, and some of the vessels were damaged where the blood goes through, and my immune system tried to repair that damage, and the proteins that my immune system was attaching to repair the damage in the vessels was actually cutting the red blood cells in half as they slipped by. And so I was autoanemic. I was making myself anemic. I was killing more red blood cells than my body was able to make. And so the reason that was, I mean, it's bad for, you don't want to be anemic and because you could die from it, but also it was complicated because it's very rare. It only happens in like 1 in 300 transplants.
Wow.
And it more frequently happens with a non-living donor than a living donor. And so the doctors weren't prepared for that. And the other part of it is they gave me some anticoagulants, which actually makes the anemia happen faster because the anticoagulants allow the blood to slip through the kidney faster, and that cuts the red blood cells faster. And so, yeah, because of that, everything got kind of worse faster. But after about 5 days of trying to figure out what it was, they guessed at what it was. They couldn't do direct testing because my platelet levels were too low and they didn't want to risk me bleeding out. They guessed at what was happening and gave me a monoclonal antibody. I forget what it's called. And that helped. That helped straight away.
Wow.
And the scary bit is like that drug's quite new. Like last invented in the last 10 years, and I'm not sure how long it's been used in humans, but yeah, without that drug, the outlooks would have been a lot worse. I saw a white paper somebody wrote in the pre-monoclonal antibody days, and it was like a 40% chance of losing the organ, and a 50% chance of dying in 3 years if you have TMA and don't get this drug. So that was the touch and go part I mentioned earlier. But
wow,
modern medicine, God bless it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so that was the real only complication. I have some side effects from the drugs. I don't know if you can see my hands are kind of shaky.
Well, you're still good at Mario World Championships, so
Yeah,
I'm
you
still
know
okay
what?
to play this.
Maybe you're cheating. That's
Yeah.
performance enhancing right there.
Yeah, maybe I can press buttons faster.
Uh-huh. That's kind of crappy. Throw away all of Erick's scores.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my memory's not so good, or at least it's not as good as I remember it, but who knows if that's accurate.
Well, yeah.
And
Did they put you out for the surgery?
oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they did. I was definitely asleep for that. Yeah.
How long were you under for?
I went into the theater, I think around noon on the 18th, on June 18th, and I think I became conscious again somewhere around 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So ballpark, that's probably right.
That's fascinating. We're really grateful to have you back, man.
Yep, it's good to be here. It's good to they pulled both of my existing kidneys and gave me a new one. The old ones were big and bloated and weighed almost 11 pounds.
Did they let you keep them?
They explicitly told me I couldn't. Like
Wow.
the day before surgery, when I'm filling out all the paperwork, they're like, "You cannot keep them." I'm like, "Oh, damn it!"
Apparently, people have asked. I bet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
It's a natural question.
Huh.
But no, I think what they did is they give them to pathology students to cut apart and look at. So
Interesting.
Back right off.
yeah.
Somebody just wants to eat it.
Yeah.
Well, they sell it in the black market up in Portland at one of those hotels.
These ones are no good. I don't think they'd fetch very much on the market.
It's all right. You don't tell them what kind of condition they're in.
Yeah, you'll make them diagnose it exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, they say after about 3 months, then I'm going to be back in crowds and stuff. So
your immune system is still not the best.
It will forever be compromised. Yeah. But yeah, it's more compromised now than it will be later because they'll reduce the amount of the anti-rejection drugs I'm taking after 3 months. And so that once that adjustment happens, then my immune system gets a little better than it is right now.
Cool. How did all the meals work out for you? What was the best one?
The meal train was great. The meals in the hospital were awful.
Really?
Yeah. But the meal train was great. I don't know if it was because they had me on like a special diet for kidney people who have problems with their kidneys, but what I was given was the service was slow. They got my order wrong half the time, and the food wasn't very tasty. So after about 3 days in the hospital, I just kind of boycotted the food and started ordering DoorDash and having my friends go and get stuff. So it worked out. Yeah. But in terms of what people brought me for meal train stuff, the thing that's popping out at me right now is somebody made like a meal kit. Shout out to Lindsay with salmon burgers that were really tasty. So she used basil from her backyard, so that probably helped.
Is there food you're still not allowed to eat anymore, or?
Oh yeah, because of the compromised immune system, I'm forever on what people have described as the pregnant woman diet. So if you've ever been around
yeah,
pregnant women and their food restrictions, mine are very much the same.
Interesting.
No deli meat, no buffets. No,
but you can eat fish.
I can eat fish, but not sushi, not raw fish, not ceviche. Okay. No steak that's less than 145 degrees. So that's somewhere between medium and medium well. And then there's a bunch of other additional restrictions like no grapefruit, no pomegranate, no starfruit, no licorice, no tangerines, no cuties.
Is it the sugar in them?
No, it's a lot of that citrus and other fruits have a molecule that will interfere with the anti-rejection drugs.
Can you get the candies where you peel the outside of the candy?
What?
The peelable candies.
Are you talking about the chocolate oranges?
No. They're peeled. Like there's a peelable banana and there's a mango.
I hadn't heard
It's the
whether
whole
or
thing
not.
on TikTok apparently.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as it's not grapefruit, I could probably have it.
I don't think they have a grapefruit one yet.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
Oh, there you go. Cool. Well, again, speaking for all you guys, I'm really grateful you're back, and you sure brought a lot to the show, and we missed you. So,
well, it's nice to be here. Thanks,
yeah, our viewers took a dive when you left. You know,
well, I think they left when we stopped talking about video games, but it's all good.
Oh, no kombucha. Can't have kombucha again.
Oh, you can't have kombucha.
Not sad about that.
Yeah, you're not missing out. I almost want to Google what pregnant women can't eat now.
Oh,
I think it's the licorice and the buffets that would get me.
Buffets are tough. I didn't think that would be tough, but then I went into like a market of choice. And
yeah, you can't do that.
Great buffets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was just, and then I was like, okay, fine, I'll just go to the deli section where they'll make something for me. Half the deli section is like sandwiches with deli meat, which I can't have either.
Which you can't have, yeah.
So yeah, that was rough. That first time in a market of choice.
When can you have deli meat back? You can have that. Is it because of the listeria concern right now, or is it just in
no?
general
I can't.
Not supposed to have
Can't ever have it back unless I cook it. If I buy the meat,
if you
fry it or microwave it, then yeah, I can have it.
Can you eat bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's fried.
You're okay.
Not raw.
It's cooked.
You're gonna be okay.
I'll be all right. Can and have bacon cheeseburgers. Thank you very much. And but what I got back was like potatoes, tomatoes, avocado, beans, bananas. So that's the stuff I got back, which was nice because I tell you what, I missed my French fries.
Chris is nodding his head.
Yeah, live your life without French fries, man. That's tough.
You're afraid to say something. I'm going to clip it, Chris.
Well, if you die of embarrassment, I'm sure at this point I probably would have died several times over tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh wait, is it gonna do it? Is it gonna play it? I know it's coming.
We can get into our VHS porno collection.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's how VHS won over Beta.
You sure it wasn't like Star Trek or something? Or
nope. It was because the one industry went with VHS instead of Beta.
Yeah. It's too bad because the master Beta jokes kind of write themselves.
Yeah.
See, that's right there was why we missed you. Exactly. You're very quick. Thank you.
It was the same reason that Blu-ray beat out HD DVD is because the industry took over Blu-ray.
Wasn't that was also due to the fact that the PlayStation put that in their video game console, and everyone had one.
I don't know though, because the PlayStation 3 at the time was still like $700.
Xbox was pushing what HD DVD for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. I had one.
Yeah,
I had King Kong on HD DVD. I had like The Fugitive or some other weird one. I didn't have too many of them.
I went to Fry's in Wilsonville, and they had a whole shopping cart, and they were all $2.
Oh, that's so cool.
I think I bought like 15 of them. I got like Beer Fest and The Fugitive, and King Kong was one of them.
King Kong.
Well, I had V for Vendetta. I remember that.
Oh, solid.
Yeah, that was on there. I got that.
There's not too many of them.
No.
Yeah, not. Fry's did have a good selection of them.
R.I.P. Fry's.
R.I.P. Fry's, man. They were so cool, and Incredible Universe was awesome too.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go to Incredible Universe?
Incredible Universe is great.
Love that place. That's where I bought Street Fighter 2 for Super Nintendo when it came out.
Oh yeah.
I miss Future Shop. Future Shop was fun.
Future Shop. That sounds really familiar.
For PC, not arcade games, but it was for mostly PC games.
Yeah.
Wait,
Let's
Arcade
go,
One
Bob.
Up wants to do a Halo arcade.
What?
Big ED. The chat's alive.
The chat's alive. Did you hear Arcade's 8-1 Up? No, I didn't. Was
like
this
a
on their
rail
Instagram?
shooter Halo or what? Like Halo?
I wonder if
They
it's
could
the
just do
Raw
Halo,
Thrills
Halo.
one. I wonder if it's the Raw Thrills one. I didn't get to watch that Instagram stream. All I know is that everyone's talking about there's a claw machine that they could be putting out that they had in the background of their stream that I'm mildly interested in. Like I'm sure my kids would love it. Yeah, they showed that claw machine.
It might be worth it just to do it at home, and hopefully they won't do it in the arcades.
Yeah,
and save you money in the long run.
I said I went to Coin Jam last weekend. They have a claw machine there. They have a whole bunch of like weird gotcha machines now. Like I don't know where they came from, but they have a claw machine there that you just get old 80s and 90s action figures out of.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of fun. And
of course they have some that are like wedged in there, like they're completely impossible to get out.
Sure.
But of course you gotta try.
Right.
And it's like $1 a try.
It's like a G1 Skywarp or something like that. And you just never gonna get it.
Yeah, okay. Biggie D thinks it's the Raw. He says it's the Raw Thrills one. Yeah, the Raw Thrills. To do the Raw Thrills one, you almost need. They come with a big gun, and it needs to be able to shake. That's what I remember from that Halo Raw Thrills game. Is it definitely has a vibrating gun on them. You need to have 2 guns, and it's a sit-down machine.
So it is a rail shooter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
They would have to make the monitor much bigger than the standard, though. It would have to be
right.
Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, 17 inches is not enough.
Ladies.
I'm not going to clip that. Chris, don't clip that. Probably will.
That was embarrassing.
But, yeah, that'd be I don't know. They're going off on some weird avenues now that they have new leadership there. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep my mind open. I haven't bought anything from Arcade 1 Up in about 2 years now. Of course, I still have these ones.
Maybe they'll release a vending machine from Arcade 1 Up.
A full-size soda machine would be cool.
A cigarette machine.
A cigarette machine. That's what I was thinking too.
Well, they have the New Wave Toys. They're doing the cigarette machines.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be at Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Biggie D, are you going to come to that?
There's a restaurant or a bar or something in Portland that has repurposed their cigarette machine to dispense like miniature art pieces that are stocked up by local artists. I thought that was kind of fun.
I remember going into the Oregon Grinder on 82nd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you guys go going there?
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember they used to have a ton of cigarette machines in there.
Sure.
But
it was the 80s, man. Everybody was still smoking inside.
That place was awesome too.
Yeah. All right.
There's a lot of good places. Yeah. They were there for a long time.
Yeah, Venti's on commercial closed down.
Oh,
there's still Venti's downtown though, right?
Yeah, there's still the one downtown.
They let go of all the waiters at the one close to us, and everyone hated it, so everyone stopped going there. And I saw the owner was complaining that the big draw they were seeing for that. I know this is a topic for the
local news section
that are out in Arizona or whatever, but yeah, they were saying that it's because of the beer demand has gone flat or is stagnant, and not as many new beer drinkers are going out and drinking beer right now. And that was the owner thinks is the main part of his business why it was dropping sales because of beer sales.
What's the reason for that? Like, are people smoking pot now, or edibles, or
they're playing video games? I don't know, or watching. What are they watching, Chris?
We can get into our VHS porno collection, you know.
Yeah, so that might have something to do with it, but I'm not sure. Travis doesn't look amused.
No, I was thinking about what are the kids doing, and from what I saw, is a lot of them are choosing sobriety. Like, at least that's what we're seeing with my wife being a teacher. Is that's kind of the trendy thing right now, is to kind of buck everything. At least locally for us, the trendy thing is to kind of buck everything that's out there and just do it your own. Right. Yeah, it seems like that's odd. Like, I find it kind of odd, but it seems like it's the increasing thing, and they don't even really talk about it. It's just what is expected.
Yeah,
so maybe a little bit throwback to like the 50s. I don't know.
I read some statistic or something that said high school kids in the 70s, like 40% of them had had a drink in the past month, or something like that, and now it's like 10% or something.
Yeah, so, but I mean, but when you had said, are they smoking pot instead? I know that is a thing, but it seems like that's a thing that the bad kids do. It's like back to that sort of mentality at the high school level right now, from what I'm seeing locally here. Sure. That doesn't mean that, my view is huge, but that was kind of what my wife was talking about too, was just that the studies are showing that it's trending a different way than what they had expected.
Well, I mean, when vaping first started, they had like all those different flavors that were getting kids into it. And then regulations got put out to stop that. And it seems like even vaping is kind of...
It's dying with that age group. Yeah, with that age group, it is.
Here's an idea. Chris, you need to get like a full like shave or whatever. And we could dress you up like 21 Jump Street. Try to get back into high school, and then you could be our investigative reporter on the man on the inside. You find out where the drugs are coming from.
Yeah, I'm sure if I'm sure if I shave this off, I'm going to look like a 16-year-old again.
Yeah.
Your name can be Jeff. Your name can be Jeff.
Jeff.
I'm Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Yeah. I wonder if who's the guy? Johnny Depp. Yeah. See if he's around. Anyway.
He is around, but the drugs might be coming from him. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Well, he'll have all the wine.
Yeah. Yes, at least.
Because during that whole trial thing between him and Amber Heard, it came out that he was spending like $50,000 a day on wine.
Yeah,
I'm like, what do you do with all that?
He's living the life.
You got him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Eccentric.
And instead of buying wine, Dathan just buys $80 PlayStation controllers.
Well, it's on pre-order. That doesn't mean I can't go hit that cancel button
anymore. Oh.
I'm going to send you Shia LaBeouf telling you to do it.
You probably would.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just
do it!
Okay.
All right. Maybe that we should end the show there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Anyone who's left. We appreciate you guys. Subscribe to Asa Jack's Media Grounds on YouTube. 8-Bit Gaming Legend, you're on Instagram. Check him out. And give this video a like on my channel or Asa Jack's, and consider subscribing. We really appreciate you guys if you made it this far. And we'll see you next week. Spoiler alert. Chris and I are going to go see the new Alien movie before next week's show. So we will give you we won't give our spoiler alert, people are going to die in the movie, but we're going to tell you if it's a good movie, if it's going to work.
I've
See,
heard this
hopefully
is
it is.
I've heard this is a family friendly one, so nobody dies.
Okay.
Spoiler.
I've heard there's some real. This might have the most shock value out of any Alien movie so far, but we'll see. I'm hoping I can get a popcorn bucket. So,
Yeah,
fingers
I know you want
crossed.
that popcorn bucket.
Just be careful what end of the popcorn bucket. I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
I don't like that.
It's organic. It's okay.
We can get into our VHS porno collection, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's something to talk about during the movie, Chris. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Peace out. And